Yo, what's going on YouTube? And in today's video, I'd like to go over how actual statistical data works, not just looking at a singular picture from some X post and going, see this data? This is confirming what I said. That's not how that fucking works. Let's actually use our brains here. Now, I'm not gonna get all emotional and start calling people ridiculous names and shit. I'm actually gonna come at you like a man and be more man about it and just be like, hey, in a calm, nice manner, let's fucking look at this. Now, we got the data from this weekend. You know what I'm saying? And let's look at what's happening. Purple Luffy leader one, purple Luffy leader two, purple Luffy leader three, purple Luffy leader four, five, six, seven, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Now let's look at how all of these, let's see, are these different events? Are these different events? I want to make sure also these are different events. I don't want to make sure these like one person, oh no, yeah, these are different events. You know what I'm saying? Different people. The leader is leading. So if you look at a singular chart from like a single picture showing you that like 20 of these decks showed up on this one day, that's not statistics, gang. That's not like let's look at this, okay? This leader is leading. You know what I'm saying? Am I gonna say that this leader is leading because of Gum Gum Giant? Fuck no. Absolutely not. That's not why this leader is leading. This leader is leading because the leader is good as fuck. Is Gum Gum Giant a contributing factor as to why this leader is leading? Hell yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Like I say, if a leader is leading the leaderboard more than any other leader, then clearly that leader is fucking OP. You know what I'm saying? This looks like Dofi. This looks like Dofi. You know what I'm saying? This looks like straight up Dofi. That's what this looks like. This is what this looks like to me. It looks like Doflamingo all over, Sakazuki all over, red format all over. You know what I'm saying? And what we got here? These is the top dogs. All right, these are top dogs. All right, we got some other decks up in here. Got some couple of greens, couple of bonnies, a weird law. Ooh, that's strange. You know what I'm saying? All this information is just basically gonna lead that like in One Piece, leaders should be banned or like obviously the leader is the problem. Okay. Like obviously the leader is the issue. It's not a question or anything like that. Like we obviously know that a leader's ability to do something is what makes the leader good in conjunction with the cards that the leader is able to play. We're not arguing that the leader isn't the problem. We're not arguing that these cards are not an issue now. What we're trying to say is like, hey, these cards will become an issue in the very near future. And these cards are the contributing factor as to why these leaders are topping so much. Like the contributing factor as to why this Luffy is topping so much is not only does it have a great leader skill, but again, I promise you all of these are running for, I promise you you're not going to look at any of these lists and not see four Gum Gum Giant. I promise you. I promise you that. I promise you. Oh my goodness. Would you look at that? If we go to every single last one of these, this is going to be the same thing. I don't even have to open up all of these to know that every single last Luffy leader is running for Gum Gum Giant. Now, I understand that to take out Giant would hurt Purple Straw Hat as a whole, but like, and to argue that, you know what I'm saying, hey, if we take out a card, it'll make another leader less effective. Well, we already do that. You know what I'm saying? Like if any card is banned, it makes any less meta relevant leader even less relevant. So to argue like a non-meta relevant leader is going to be more buns than what it already is does not make sense. It don't speak emotionally. Speak like you got some sense. All right, like you ain't got to come to the world high as hell. Calm the fuck down. Fuck wrong with you? Now, like again, this is preemptive. This is preemptive. You know what I mean? Like every single green character is running four kid. All right, kid ain't. I ain't saying the kid is this all oppressive, amazing ass deck. That's not what I'm saying. I actually don't even think the kid should be banned. I actually fucking love kid. I've been playing kid since, or this ACOS kid since fucking OPO2 when I was actually playing the game in the beginning, where we know what's going on. We're not just coming from Yu-Gi-Oh, where I actually did play that too. You know what I'm saying? So let's not pretend like we the only one out in the fields out here who ever been, you know what I'm saying, been doing this shit for a hot minute. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand how some of these people can have these wild ass takes and really, really be in their feelings as they having these wild ass takes. You're a grown ass man. Stop being your fucking feelings, my G. What's wrong with you? Blah, 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 all over the internet. What's wrong with you? Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that no Drake shit neither. Come all indirect. Come direct. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna come direct if a motherfucker come direct to me. But I'm gonna go do ahead and do the Drake shit. We're gonna do the Drake shit. You know what I mean? So four of these motherfuckers is in every goddamn deck. You know what I'm saying? Every green deck is seeing four of these. Every green deck. Every single green deck you could possibly go into. I can go into any other green deck. Again, I'm not saying that this is a problem now. I'm saying if we're going to preemptively fix an issue, then we need to preemptively fix the issue. Like, again, I wouldn't say that this card needs to be banned. I actually love fucking kid. But let's look. Four fucking kid, four fucking kid, four fucking kid. You're not finna see less than four kid in any green deck. The only green deck running less than four kid is law. That's it. That's it. It's only color that's running less than four kid. You know what I'm saying? And while the meta may be the meta, the overarching community also has a say so on how things, transpire and shit like that. Let's see. There's another binding list. I want to see something that's not. I mean, I can go to this buying list and this is just different from the one I just seen, but I promise you it's the same. It's the same thing. Like, open her up, four fucking kid, four fucking kid. Open her up. Like I say, the only deck that's not running for a kid is gonna be green, yellow law. I'm trying to see if I can find a green, yellow law around here. My boy is not doing no work in the OP11. Goddamn, he got a flagship win. Goddamn. Yeah, see, the only deck not running for a kid is Law, but even still, he's still running two kid. And again, these are just so we can preemptively take care of these problems, not wait until, oh shit, this is a problem. Which is what the TCG is gonna do. Like, the TCG is just gonna wait until it's an actual problem. I mean, this is how things work. You don't ban something preemptively. You ban it when it becomes a problem, not before it becomes a problem. I don't think Lim plays K8. Lim is like the only deck I know that probably doesn't play K8. I'd actually be surprised by seeing, oh shit, I wasn't actually surprised. I already knew that was going to happen. I already knew we was going to see that. The only thing I'm surprised is that it's not a number four sitting right there. But like that just goes what I say. Every single green deck is abusing the shit out of Kid right now. There's not a single green deck not abusing Kid except for also Luffy. Luffy is also not running Kid because Luffy has a hard time getting up there. But again, I don't think the Kid is enough of a problem for it to be banned. But I do think it probably does need to hit. Dolphy definitely needs to be hit. The weirdo ass people saying the two cost Cheech need to be hit. Y'all are weird as fuck. On God, y'all weird as fuck. Like, that's some hot take. You know what I'm saying? Um, but yeah, no. Like, this is what's actually happening. I don't want to single out like five fucking events or two, three fucking posts that I seen on X and say, look at the statistical data. That's not how you look at statistical data. This is actually statistical data. This is the statistical data as a whole, not from singular events. Okay? Like let's not get emotional now. You know what I'm saying? I know we might have been raised by women, but we ain't to act like men in these streets, all right? Like, come on now. Stop fucking playing. Look at this. 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 BB ain't really doing shit, but BB ain't doing shit because BB has low representation. Well, BB has low representation over here. Well, BB has low representation as a whole because it's just a very difficult deck to play. Battle Belly seeing some come up, you know what I'm saying? Teach. Yeah, I'm trying to find another green leader. I was trying to look for another green leader that ain't any of the ones we done seen thus far. That's why you see me scrolling up and down. I don't think Law runs ACOS Kid. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I haven't looked at this. I don't know, but I honestly wouldn't be surprised if I seen ACOS Kid in this as well. Meow, meow. Yeah, every single green deck is trying to abuse ACOS Kid. You know what I'm saying? Especially since the ability to protect it has just gone up. When it comes to cards like Great Eruption and when it comes to cards like Like if you weren't around during Great Eruption, like if you weren't around during the start of One Piece, then you probably don't know how the One Piece ban list has worked so far up until this point. Which for real, shut the fuck up. Like if I'm gonna be mad real with you, shut the fuck up. Like you don't know what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like I actually don't play in a lot of major events because I just don't be having the time to travel and shit like that. But I actually got a little bit more free time coming my way, so I'm gonna actually start traveling to some of these major events, going out to, you know what I'm saying, some of these other events and shit, just going, playing all, you know, what it is that I want to play. Gecko Moria should be hit because, like, Gecko Moria should be hit because BY Luffy is ass. BY Luffy is actually bun cheeks to the max without Gecko Moria. I can't, you can't show me a single BY player that has not survived because they didn't play a Gecko Moria. Like literally ass to the fucking wall, about to die. Oh, a Gecko Moria. Oh, like fuck out of her. That deck is actually doo doo water. Like actual doo doo water. Like the only thing that makes that deck good is Gecko Moria. That deck gets carried by Gecko Moria. Gecko Moria just needs to go because it's just a generically overpowered card. Like Gecko Moria, I don't want to I don't want to get rid of Gecko Moria. I'll be whole hundred with you. I don't want to get rid of Gecko Moria. I like Gecko Moria. One of my favorite leaders is Isho. I just love to play Isho. I don't care if it's meta or not. I just really love that leader. Look at this. But I also recognize that Gecko Moria is overtuned. Like if Gecko Moria didn't have access to all the things that Gecko Moria did, then I'd be like, yeah, no, Gecko Moria can stay. But Gecko Moria is enabling, it's enabling too much. It just enables too much. Like if we want to talk about how leaders, old leaders have been around for heckas, then you know what I'm saying? Oh, like these leaders, these black leaders that are topping are topping because of Gecko Moria. Like Lucci in and of itself does not have the ability to keep up with the meta. It doesn't. This deck does not have the ability to stand up or keep up with any meta whatsoever, point blank period. It is this singular card that allows this deck to function the way it does. Now you can still play Rebecca Spandine Lucci, you know what I'm saying? But you're not going to get a free 8,000 power body blocker, 6,000 power body with the ability to reduce. You're not going to get that. Like just getting this off, just getting this off ain't strong enough for them. It's not strong enough for them. This whole combo right here is their bread and butter. Like again, black isn't doing anything as a solid or as a whole as a color. So I don't foresee them actually banning Gecko Moria because of such low representation of black in the game right now. But it would just make sense to preemptively limit this card. You know what I mean? Like again, BY Luffy ain't doing nothing. It's never gonna do nothing unless Cross has got somebody he's paying off. But like aside from that, like the black as a whole is just it's just not doing anything. We could ban or limit Ice Age, but again, that would just cripple black more than what it already is. Because black had its time, and how they're cycling through colors and stuff like that is really evidence as to, you know, how the meta is changing up. Purple is it's really purple's time right now, and that's mostly just because of the Luffy's that we're seeing out here. A nail topping is actually a surprise because you know nails buns. But yeah, no, like this is like an actual overarching holistic look at what's going on in the East so we can understand like what is leading, what is winning, what is topping, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't play meta. I really don't. I actually play off meta a lot. I actually have a team channel where we focus on playing off meta decks. You go to my channel, you can see most of the decks that I play are off meta. The most meta deck I've played to recent is Reiju. I've been test playing the new meta decks coming out from OPO 10, but this is mostly as a test play. Like I like Smoker. I actually like the Smoker deck, and I actually like Law. Like I will be playing Law because I'm such a Law fan. If you go back to my channel, you can see that I'm a Law fan. I've always been a Law fan. I've always played Law. When I first got into the game, I played Law, and I had no idea of the meta or anything like that. I just liked the leader. When that leader got banned, when Red Green Law no longer was a viable deck. I still played it. I just played Red Purple Law, and I only switched to Red Purple Law because I was a Law main, and it just made sense. Like literally every Law main did that. Every Law main switched from Red Green to Red Purple. So riding a wave ain't never been me. Trying to be a meta sheep ain't never been me. Like no, and even still, my lists have always been personal to me, and they've never followed the structure of a meta made list. Um, Again, because I was playing Porsches in my law build, and I was really waiting for OPO 8 to drop so that my Porsche combos would be a lot more effective. Because one of the reasons my Porsche combos didn't work so good in my law build is because Porsche minus the Dawn, then leader minus Dawn. So I needed to recoup them, and Black Maria was going to be my way to recoup that. But that's neither here nor there. After the ban of law, I just play all the decks that I want to play, all the off meta. Like I said, I spent a lot of time on eShow. If you go to my channel, you see I spent a lot of time on Ace. I spend a lot of time on all off metas. You know what I'm saying? I don't win a whole lot with meta decks. If you've ever seen me live, ever seen any of my, like I say, just playing in the Discord, you'll see like I've got winter cards. I've got winter cards out my ass. You know what I'm saying? I done sold more winter cards than I have more winter cards at this point. Even on my desk right now, I have one, two, three, four, five, six winter cards just sitting in front of me right now, all one with off meta leaders. You know what I'm saying? So like I don't need to play no like half brain dead deck like BY Luffy. Like we can try and say, oh, that's such a good deck. It's not. That deck is carried by Gecko Moria. I want to see a BY Luffy player play without Gecko Moria and still tell me that deck is good. Just see if you have the same win consistency without Gecko Moria. You know what I'm saying? If you have the same win consistency without Gecko Moria, I shut the fuck up. I'll give you flowers. You know what I'm saying? You the man in the streets. You know what I mean? You got that. You motherfucking G. But that's not gonna be a fucking thing because we all know that that goddamn deck gets carried by Gecko fucking Moria. Fuck out of here. Fuck is we talking about? And let's say like Black ain't doing nothing as a whole, so they're not gonna really do nothing. Like you can't use Gecko in this. You can use Gecko in here. I think they're using Gecko in this. I'm not really 100% sure if they're using Gecko in this. Of course they're using Gecko in this. Like why would you not? Yeah, it only makes sense. But you know what I'm saying? This just goes to the point where we can actually, like I say, just limit this guy. I know we just had reprints, so the probability of that is pretty low. But this should definitely be limited. This should be probably limited to two. If this if this was limited to two, I think it'd be actually just spot on perfect because then it doesn't get abused as much as it does. Because let's face it, every black deck gets carried by this late game. Every single black deck gets carried by. Every single black deck gets carried by. I'm gonna say it one more time in case you didn't hear it. Every single black deck gets carried by this card right here. Okay, every single one. There ain't a single black deck that don't get carried by this right here. All right, so I don't know. I don't know. It's just me. Maybe I'm just a goofy goober. Maybe I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Maybe you know what I'm saying. But yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we talking about here? Can we be for real? Can we be actually for real? Like, people can't come up with hot takes. You know what I'm saying? I'm never type to go ahead and start just bashing people, get emotional in a video on YouTube, and just start spitting my emotions hella hard because I was never raised by a man. But you know, some people out here just need their daddy in their life, and it's very evident that they didn't have their daddy because they still sound like they fucking 12 and they apparently 30 in their fucking 30s. Is weird as fuck. They ain't got no goddamn bass in their voice. You know what I mean? Weirdos. But yeah, this is truth. This is truth. You know what I'm saying? Like the cards that I suggest be banned are preemptive to because they'll eventually become a problem. They'll eventually become the cards that people are going to eventually bitch about being banned. Like when they were talking about banning, this is how spot on I know my ability to predict is. And I have a video. I'm pretty sure I have a video about this in my discography, but you'll have to go and look. But Gecko Moria. Oh no, I'm sorry. When they were talking about banning Red Purple Law, I had said, "Yo, you ban Red Purple Law, Blue gonna take over. I promise you, Blue is gonna take over. If you ban Red Purple Law, it don't matter what the fuck the deck is, Blue taking over." What the fuck happened? Dofa fucking Mingo took the fuck over. ran this bitch from September to right the fuck now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I called that shit, and I knew that that was gonna fucking happen. And I'm gonna tell you right the fuck now what's gonna happen if you ban. And this is how much people don't have foresight or can't see past their own ego or bullshit, bro. If you ban, if you ban Doflamingo in the West in the OPO 10 before we get EB02 and before obviously OP11, if you ban Gecko Moria, then the leading deck that's going to take over is going to be green. It's going to be green. And then it's going to be Luffy once EBO whatever hits, okay? Mark my fucking words on this. I promise you that over in the West we might see Lucci, because Lucci is just going to be a good start off to the format. So to start off with the format, I'm going to see a lot of Lucci. Obviously, you're going to see a lot of the newer shit, but when it comes to the older shit, like I say, without Doflamingo to handle the format, Teach obviously becomes a lot better. But like Bonnie is just a generically good ass fucking leader. It's just a good deck with a good leader ability that is very oppressive. And one of the reasons that it does so well is because one of the reasons I say it doesn't do so well is because of Doflamingo. Doflamingo really just be out here keeping gatekeeping decks. You know what I'm saying? And once, like I say, once Doflamingo is gone, Bonnie finna just start to popping off. Doflamingo was really just keeping a lot of Doflamingo was keeping the power structure as it is right now, just like Law kept the power structure as it is. So when you change power structure, you're gonna change the shift in how this shit is gonna work. Like I say, without Blue Doflamingo, these decks become a lot more oppressive. Like Lucci, like think about this. Nobody was complaining about Lucci or BY until Law was banned, Red Purple Law was banned, and then we got into that meta, and everybody still seeing that the meta still fucking sucked. You were still getting your ass clapped by Lucci or by BY. Like, come on now. Like, come on now, you know what I'm saying? Like, we already knew that was gonna happen. Like whenever they banned that leader, I was just all right, but y'all just finna make it so where these niggas who this nigga was gatekeeping is now finna run the format. So it's not really finna be as whoo, thank God we ain't gotta deal with that, cause now you gotta deal with this side quest bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Shit didn't make no sense. So I'm telling you right now, you ban Doflamingo. If you limit Gecko Moria, Green gets a super big boost from that. Green gets a very, very large boost from that. Uh, and even if we're gonna go to Cardi Kaizu's video where he even elaborates, like Argo decks are what struggle when it comes to a lot of shit. Well, guess what? Like he was saying, like Argo is the only thing that has a problem with or non-Argo. I have to rewatch the video, but basically he says like Doflamingo was the only deck that really beat him, that really beat Purple Luffy in the video that Cardi Kaizu had released, or he was playing with Luffy TCG. But that just goes to the point. What happens when that leader is no longer in the meta? You know what I'm saying? Like, just stop and think about that. Stop and think about all these other decks that you know what I'm saying are being held back by that. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so I'm gonna tell you what the prediction is gonna be right now for going into OP010 once we have the ban list. Once we have the ban list going into OP010, I'm telling you what's gonna happen. Um, what the smoker is going to be super valuable, but honestly, we're going to see a lot of Black Lucci because Black Lucci combats smoker pretty good. If you could just keep their bodies down, you can just keep them from welling on you. Um, we're gonna say, what's it like? I say, if they don't do so, like if they ban Dofi and they do nothing to Gecko Moria, then then we're finna have a black yellow resurgence because obviously like it's the best leader to come out of that set. You know what I'm saying? And what else? What else? I'm trying to think like what's about to be like the most hard hitting, the most like in your face deck because like I say, you ban Dofi and And I say we might see a little recurgence of black at the start of or the start of the format. You might see some of these Beto Betties go off because it's the next like best Argo deck. Like Beto Betty is definitely the next best Argo deck. Um, because we don't really have a whole bunch of other like what is that? Zoro ain't really doing shit. Like we could try and bring out Zoro, but it's not hard hitting like this Beto Belly deck is. Um, there's a lot we could like I said, there's a lot we could try and do preemptively, but the truth of the matter is like I say, once you ban this leader, it's just the power structure is going to change. Um, this is just fact. Like this is just fact. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know how everybody doesn't have the foresight to be able to see this. That's really what's blowing me. Like how do you not have the ability to see like, yo, this is what's going on, this is what's happening, this is what's about to take off. Like I'm at a loss. That's just me though. I could be a goofy goober. I could not know what the fuck. There's a very big chance that I could not know what I'll concede that there is a possibility that I could be very wrong. But again, looking at all the statistics that we have in front of us, all the information that we have, looking at all of what we've seen so far. You know what I'm saying? Like it's very obvious to see what's gonna happen. Once, like I say, once you hit Dofi, then like I say, green becomes a very, very much more oppressive color. It just does. It just does. Like green is being held back by Doflamingo. A lot of decks are being held back by Doflamingo. Obviously, this gets corrected in OP, EBO, whatever. But till there, it's gonna be a green format. It just is. This is just what it's gonna be. Um, I don't know what deck is just gonna just consistently be able to take down a cost kid on a regular when you got all this shit to protect kid now. Like I've been playing on the sim a lot, and like I say, I play Smoker. And I promise you, every game that I've won with Smoker, I've dropped the kid. I even like you can take life aggressively whenever you play this kid. You can just be like, yep, sure, and then drop Rosa Dante, and then drop the Teach. I'm gonna charge the Tashigi, and you're good and golden. You know what I'm saying? Like you're fucking fantastic. You're flying high at that point in time. You know what I mean? And then we got like this ACOS Rosa Dante protecting fives as well. So you know what I'm saying? Like we can say these cards aren't an issue, and like you know what I'm saying, like right now they may not look like it, but we'll see. You know what I'm saying? We'll see. Like I actually really hope that other content creators are correct in their emotions whenever they say shit emotionally. Cause for real, I would like to be the person who just got the AI. Hey, look, I'm a low end content creator. You know what I'm saying? I'm at the bottom of the totem pole. I only got 100 and some motherfuckers following me right now. You know what I mean? So right now, everything I say sounds like some hooga booga boo. You know what I'm saying? Even I'll admit that the shit sounds like some hooga booga boo. You know what I'm saying? So until there's a lot more concrete evidence as to what the actual meta is, what that fuck is actually gonna happen, my personal opinion, I think the green is gonna take over for that little window of opportunity. I think we're gonna try a lot of different decks. But I honestly just see green being such a great color. Like I think Usopp being black, it can go into anything pretty good because Usopp, has pretty good draws, pretty good, ability to just do what it wants to do. But unfortunately, I don't think that like Usopp is really, you know what I'm saying? I mean, we look over here, that nigga ain't even fucking, he ain't even hit the map. Like, you know what I'm saying? We got a Jinbei over here before we got Usopp. How we got Jinbei before we got Usopp? You know what I'm saying? How Jinbei do that? Oh, look at this. Like I say, what I speak on shit, I speak preemptively on shit. Like what the potential problem is gonna be, not how shit currently looks. Like you know what I'm saying? That's some I don't know. That's not how you conduct business. Like if you type person who can't look for an end game or strategy towards the end, then I don't know, bro. Like you should probably get your life together. I'm gonna be mad honest with you. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's my take on it. You know what I mean? Like I don't, yeah, yeah. I don't know. That's just me. That's just what I see. But you know, we will see. We will see. We will see. I mean, hey, I thought Nami was gonna be a lot more relevant, and it wasn't. Because when I said that statement about blue, I said blue as a color was just gonna be a lot hotter than what it was. I mean, I knew Blue Doflamingo was finna run this bitch like you know what I'm saying, and ain't no tomorrow. Because obviously he was just law without bottom decking, but yeah, like that's the take. That's the reality of the situation. This is actual statistical data. This is what it really looked like, not just singular pictures, which kind of sort of make it seem like we know what the fuck we talking about when we don't. But you know, you want to hear a real nigga say some real nigga shit, like you know where to go. All right, it ain't nowhere else but her. Like I really just don't understand these other content creators, bro. And I don't understand why we arguing with each other. That don't make no fucking sense neither. Like bro, I'm not anybody's enemy. I'm not anybody. I'm not out here to make enemies. You know what I'm saying? I ain't out here to spread no kind of hate. I ain't out here to do none of that shit. You know what I mean? I will talk shit wholeheartedly, 1,000 per fucking cent. You know what I'm saying? Every day of the week. But trying to like come at somebody, I ain't gonna fucking do that. Like you know what I'm saying? I ain't like I said, I ain't really with the Drake shit. But if we gonna Drake shit, we gonna Drake shit until like some actual names is said. When some actual names is said, I'm gonna say some actual names myself. But don't fucking Drake me, bro. Like we can get real gangster in the streets, and you know what I'm saying. I ain't saying on no tough guy shit. I'm saying we can keep it all in the motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, TCG. When I say the gangster shit, like come on now, my G, like stop fucking playing. Like you're not making any sense. Like what you're saying is not making sense. Like you're coming off emotional like a child. Like don't fucking do that. Like I ain't saying that to be on no rude shit. I mean I said it because obviously you need a daddy. Like bro, don't be emotional. You that's unnecessary. You know what I'm saying? It's unnecessary to come at people like that. You know what I mean? Like, fuck all that. Like, but if you want to come and try and prove that you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, by all means, just get on the internet and be emotional. You know what I'm saying? I've learned not to do that. You know what I'm saying? I've learned not to get on the internet and be emotional. You're just going to look like a dumbass at the end of the day. But fuck do I know? You know what I'm saying? I'm just a low end content creator. You know what I'm saying? I actually don't do this shit for likes, subscribes, and views. That's why you don't never hear me say, don't forget to like and leave a comment, subscribe. Like you might see it on the thumbnail, but that's because it was just on the thumbnail and I didn't delete it from the thumbnail. But like I don't say what I say because I want y'all to like just start, oh, come flock to me, come follow me. Like I actually just do this because I just enjoy doing this. It's just some side quest shit for me to do. I don't really fucking need this. You know what I'm saying? It's just some funny shit. You know what I'm saying? Like this is what I be doing. I just like having an opinion, giving my opinion. You know what I'm saying? You know, if people don't rock with that opinion, you don't rock with that opinion. I like every content creator that exists. If I'm gonna be mad honest with you, I ain't not one content creator that I don't dislike or I don't. Yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like all y'all are dope. Like every single last one. We should be unifying more, working together instead of trying to like combat each other. I really hate that black people really love to combat each other. That's actually some really whole ass shit to me. Like, bro, stop. Like we could be unified in these streets. This is our era to be fucking today's era of pirates in this bitch. All on TCG, really having some fun. Like we can have cross guilds, we can, you know what I'm saying, have some rivalries and shit like that. That sound fun as fuck. But to be out here trying to sneak this a nigga is weirdo as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Grown man speak direct. Little boys do Drake shit. You know what I'm saying? But that's just my take on the shit. And peace.